You know, it sounds like he's a sodomite. And he's buff, he was with some chick and everything. But I was with this guy that I was working with, and the guy said, hey man, that guy's kind of seemed like a flamer. He actually said the word flamer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was hella funny because I was like, man, that's the spirit, because I was actually thinking the same thing. You know? But yeah, I mean, there'll be some buff dudes that are, I mean, just watch movies like Friday After the Next, Friday After the Next. You got Damon, big buff
He's a
nigga
homosexual
from
in
prison.
real life, bro. Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Look at his calendar.
Look at Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Mike Tyson's a homo though.
Yeah, he got turned out, bro.
I think he just. I think his voice is just.
Nah. Have you seen it? Bro? This.
Well, I'm not putting it past him.
I watched his little interviews he had before a fight. He's like, oh, I'll make sure you kiss me good with them.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass till it hurt. Like
he'll say some
bro.
homo shit though. But he'll sell a fight.
Hey, look, man.
But I'll take your word for it.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right there, man. Something ain't right.
Alexander was a warrior. He was a maggot.
He was gay as hell, man.
They show you in the movie Alexander.
He had a harem of women. He said, I want man's butt.
Yeah, fine Persian women too.
That's no good, man.
Yeah.
That's not. I mean, if I was in Alexander's army, I seen that, I'd be like, you ain't my king no more, dog. You something else. You gonna just.
Well, you know, in prison, a lot of races look down on homosexuality. You know.
Well, they say all this stuff about prison, but honestly, man, there's certain gangs and stuff that if they catch you doing homosexual shit, they'll fucking kill you.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't want no homos around them and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, because they have people in the prison that's called bitches. They have actual male prostitutes in the prisons that people pay for, have sex with them. But there's certain groups you can't run with. If they catch you doing that type of behavior, they'll kill you, man.
Yeah, like if you somebody that calls the shots and shit, you doing that gazy shit, you ain't calling the shots no more.
Hell no. We can't have a sodomite running no business like that. That shit's insane.
You want to finish up on it?
It
It says, if they declare their sin as Sodom.
They declare their sin as Sodom. That's a sin. Look, it says it in the Bible. That's a sin. Having sexual relations with the same sex is a sin, man. We're not up here just saying gay is bad because we think it's bad. No, man, gay is bad because it's a sin unto death. Yahweh Shem Yahushua created you, and he made everything to be a certain way. You're being a rebellious fucking asshole.
Hey, what did Paul say? Things they're doing, not quoting verbatim, but things they're doing against nature.
Yeah, against
Doesn't
nature.
even tell you
Yeah.
yourself, you know?
Yeah, that's real.
It's positive and the negative, you know, you're supposed to, just like when you're doing with semi-trucks, you got a coupling, right? Don't they call it a female and a male or some shit like that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They do have that in plumbing.
Yeah, where you connect the trailers or whatever to the tractor, you know? Just like you have to have a woman to have a rod inserted into her to produce a baby now. You know? Which, that's how the Most High intended it to be. He created man and woman. Not, what was it?
Adam and Steve.
Adam and Steve.
Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
You know? It says, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Yeah, you're rewarding evil unto yourself. You're destroying yourself, man. You know, that's why you have homosexuals talking about that they don't hurt anybody. Well, you're destroying yourself, man.
In all actuality, they are hurting everybody.
They are, because somebody else see it, demons jump on them.
And not only that, when they have sex with like a woman, someone bisexual, they passing all those different diseases. And then that woman's gonna have sex with a heterosexual man, he's contracting, then he's gonna have, you know what I mean? So it's just a big, gigantic cesspool out here, man.
Yeah, because there'll be stories about sodomites. They have like women friends, and the woman friend will let them eat the box, fucking fuck them. You know what I mean? They'll let them do that shit, man, and they won't see it as another man trying to get them because this dude's so-called gay.
That's how you know these people are full of shit.
They're bugged out
They're
because This dude has really what this dude has is demons on him.
Yep.
That make him urge for a man the way he's supposed to for a woman. That don't mean that the nigga ain't thinking about fucking some woman. Or get the thoughts about it. Or might have done it. You know what I mean? It's just the demons on him are pulling him more towards that dude. You know? But anyways, I got a script.
Yeah.
This is Leviticus chapter 20 and 13. It says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
Yeah, so that's how serious that crime is, man. All right, the Lord made it a decree that you back in the ancient world, if you committed that act in Israel, they'll kill you, man. Or because that homosexuality was spread. All right. In fact, I'll prove it to you right now in the scriptures.
Yeah.
I'll prove it to you right now in the scriptures. You think I'm playing? You think homosexuals just ain't doing nothing to nobody? You know?
Society. Hey, you can see why this society gotta go, bro.
Oh yeah.
This is Isaiah 9 and 18. For wickedness burneth as the fire. It shall devour the briars and thorns, and shall kindle in the thickets of the forest, and they shall mount up like the lifting up of smoke. Through the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother. All right. So wickedness burneth as a fire. What happens in a fire, man? What happens when something catches fire out in the forest, like it was talking about? It spreads. All right. That's what happens, man. Wickedness spreads. That's why the Lord made it a decree that you had to kill that person. If somebody was having a sex with an animal, you had to kill that person and the animal, man. All right? Because that animal don't even want to live no more after you done did that to it. You done destroyed the fucking animal. You know? And so that's why. That's why that was a decree. All right? And
yeah, just like, not to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
But like when men have sex with their daughters and shit, or uncles have sex with their daughters, it fucks them up in the mind, mentally and shit. You know?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I said you gotta put them both to death.
Yeah.
Because now that girl can't grow to be a woman because her mind's all fucked up. You know, and that's what this society is all about. How many of these women that you might have met or whoever talk about how they were touched or how they were raped or how they were molested, or even these men out here, man, how were they touched, how they were raped, how were they molested? There's a dude that got 11 counts of child sex abuse in Tulare right now, man. There's another guy that's facing, I think, 700 or 900 years in prison, man. And then I know you guys remember that guy in Cleveland that was raping those 2 little girls for hella years, having them captive.
Yeah.
He got 1,000-some years, but he ended up committing suicide in prison, man. So just imagine all the people that have gotten away, man.
It's countless. More people get away than they do get locked up, man.
And then you got Jerry Epstein.
Oh, that dude.
He has his own island.
Yeah.
Who knows what the fuck he doing on that shit? You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
And he just bought another island before he got locked up.
And when I say who knows what he's doing, we know what we're doing, all right? We know it, Slucky, we know what he's doing. All types of wickedness, man.
Yeah, he's rich.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, how should I say? People that are rich, they pierce themselves through with many hurtful arrows, man.
And who's his friends visiting him all the time? Presidents, judges,
congressmen,
FBI agents, all types of people, man.
The fucking Lolita Club.
Doctors, lawyers.
Lolitas.
These people are sick.
You got some pizza over there, Pizza Gates.
Like regular ass dudes like us, we can't do that type of shit any damn ways. Those are the people that get caught. You know, regular dudes like us going around fornicating with little kids and shit. You ain't get caught, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
These fucking rich people, these doctors, these lawyers, these motherfuckers that have money in life, man, they don't get caught, man.
Unless they don't follow the program.
Well, they get caught after they done have like 200 accounts of this shit. You know, they've been doing it for 25 fucking years.
And they're not paying their taxes.
Yeah.
Then Esau come through and what do you call it? Ostracize?
Yeah.
I forget the term.
Because if they were just catching everybody that was doing that, the whole government would be shut down. There wouldn't be no more people in office. Because they're all doing that.
Donald Trump talking about you gotta grab her by the pussy, all this shit.
That's why they operate on sex magic.
Yeah.
That's where they get their power from.
Well, that's how they put demons on all these people. They have a saying in the world called sex sells, man. Just so we're not talking too much, let me get this. This is Isaiah 19:14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. They have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. And so that's the perverse spirit was mingled in the midst of America, all right, which is spiritually known as Egypt and Sodom and Egypt. You know, and then like that Epstein thing, you have people that were actually defending Epstein. You actually have people that were like, oh, it's not his fault. Your daughters were whores and shit. They're prostitutes. Like, you know what I mean? So bring out your scripture.
This Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink.
God, go ahead. What's up?
Which?
No. What's up? Dizzy, what do you have?
Oh, I had this Sirach 10 chapter.
God.
This is Sirach chapter 10 verse 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Yeah, a wise judge will instruct his people out of what's right and wrong. That's what we come out here and do. We tell people what's good. We decipher good and evil, so that you can live accordingly, man. All right, you don't gotta do no heavy lifting and heavy thinking. These things are already being treaded out for you. All you gotta do is listen, man. Really, all you gotta do is listen and believe what we're saying is true. All right, we're out here telling you what's good and what's evil. All right, and then if the Lord puts the Spirit on you, catches your interest, you're gonna be like, oh man, I want to learn more about this good and this evil stuff. You're gonna go into the Bible, you're gonna find out. You're gonna go down the rabbit hole of what's good and what's evil, because it goes deep, man. Because wickedness is we are surrounded by you. You're an Israelite, man. You're in the lion's den, man. You're in the belly of the beast. You are surrounded by evil. You are surrounded by, even your own people want to kill you when you get this, man. You learn this truth, everybody wants your ass, man. Go ahead.
Says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Yep. Say Epstein, these different Congress people, Hillary Clinton. She was a ringleader in Pizzagate. The FBI. I bugged myself out for like 3 days. Like I thought I was gonna go insane, bro, because I was researching shit about the deep web, the dark web, and I was like, is this shit fucking real?
You gotta have a special.
You gotta have the onion. It's called Tor, the onion router.
Yeah.
Now,
Just to get into the shit.
I almost lost my mind because demons hopped on me. It was like, just look at it for yourself. Just look at it. I had to stop. I was like, nah, this ain't right. You know, I'm gonna fuck around and get my ass handed to me. But I researched a lot of it. I was looking into a lot of stuff. That shit is insane. And it's scary as hell. There's people like, and they got the Freedom of Information Act. A regular person can just pull up all your information, see where you've lived for the past 5 years, different numbers that you had, your relatives, where they live, their addresses, everything, man. A regular person, you could go on a website and pay like $10 and find anything you want out about something. So imagine it's one of these hackers or fucking the government or these weirdos that's out here. They could pull up everything on you, man.
Well, they sell
like
it on the dark web.
They sell it, yeah. They sell your information. They can sell your kids' social security and shit. It's fucking crazy, man. Like I was like, I'm freaked out, man. Like I was literally scared, and I was just like, you know what, man, fuck it. You know. But guess who created that router, the Tor, for you to even go on the deep web?
Elon Musk's.
Who created it, man?
Is that dude at something.com?
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, dude? The dude that changed his name to something.com?
Nah.
He's like the creator of...
It's a CIA. It was the Navy. It was that same commercial. You've seen that You've seen that Navy commercial?
Where they're like, they have the eyes in the sky and shit?
Well, no, the one where they're all on computers. And they're like... it shows like goofy punk looking crazy people on computers. They're hackers.
Yeah.
And they're like, who's protecting you from hackers? And it shows the Navy, and they have all their computers and their database, and the Navy, we're keeping spies out, and we're protecting you from hackers. Motherfucker, you're the spies and the hackers. It's you guys. Yeah. You're the ones that you created the damn dark web. You created that shit, man. You're the one. It said that the government gave like 1.8 billion or something dollars. Put it into the deep web like that to keep it going. Why? Because the biggest money maker in America is human sex trafficking, drugs, and arms sales, man, and alcohol and tobacco.
Don't they also call it the Silk Road or some shit?
Silk Road. Well, like the creator of it got arrested, but it's still running. Who the fuck you think is running it? You know, it ain't just some low-level hacker that's out here running this whole empire of drugs and weapons and human trafficking. It's Esau, man. It's the government doing it. He's like, the government's like, oh, this is a good idea. Let's throw this dude under the bus and then take over his business.
Or no, MKO.
Yeah,
this devil will cause all these problems and then try to portray himself as a fucking hero, man. Coming through, trying to stop all the drugs. He's the guy making the drugs.
Yep.
He's the guy molesting these children. They got the Pizzagate, Lolita Club or whatever. They got the Disney Mickey Mouse Club or whatever the fuck it is.
Church.
You know, Nickelodeon Club, all this shit, man. He's popping these little kids, and then he going around picking up Josue because he fucked some 17-year-old girl that fucking was turning 18 in an hour. Okay. But this guy's a damn devil. He'll be doing all this wicked stuff. Yep. Okay, here it is. You got little low-level weapon arms dealers, but he's selling nukes to different countries.
Yep.
You know.
Oh, he just
water I could drink. It was just water or an old backpack or something. This one here, back here, and got blood on it. I can't something carry.
I ain't got nothing. I mean, you got. Take this. You give us some water. There's another one.
Bro, come here.
Yeah, that's just the bottle.
I know.
Yeah. I know he was leaving already.
Yeah, but that's Esau, man.
Yeah, Esau's the devil. So-called white man's the devil.
I mean, everything he does, man. You got all these shelters, all these places. And he'll say, we don't get money from the government. They get all the money, man. That's why they collect your social security number.
Come on, we just gave you some water, bro. We're out here preaching the gospel. You don't even want to hear what we got to say, but you want us to give you all types of stuff.
My garment too?
Come.
Hey, but yeah, Esau set up all these shelters, these different places to quote unquote help people that are not governmentally assisted.
Yeah, for real.
But then they'll collect all your information so they could get tax write-ups, they could get money, they could get endorsements. He's a fucking devil, man. You got Salvation Army down the street. It says their slogan is doing the most good.
Yeah.
But in there, they ain't helping people find places to live, They're not helping people find jobs. They're just keeping you stocked up in that motherfucker, spreading diseases, plagues amongst each other.
Well, that's the thing about it.
You getting money on doing this, Lucky.
No, Salaki, I didn't mean to cut you off. That's the thing about it. People gotta understand. They think like, oh yeah, well, there's homeless shelters. We take care of the homeless and this and that. You fucking no, you're not, man. What you're doing is you're institutionalizing the homeless. All right, just like prison institute. If you don't understand what that means is you go to prison, and what do they say? You got 3 hots and a cot, right? You got a place to sleep. You got everything's done for you. You're told what to do constantly. It's the same thing in these fucking homeless places.
Yeah.
All right, they give them a place to stay, they give them free food, and that's it. So they're allowed to just go out and do whatever wickedness they want, and they still have a place to come back to and stay. Right? But, so instead of having programs set in place for rehabilitation, and actually teaching them and getting them and helping them, that's not what they do, man. They help them just keep being demons, man.
Yeah.
Just like San Francisco has fucking clinics where you can go and legally get heroin injections. Is that helping anybody?
They got those here too in Modesto. Methadone clinics.
They got them everywhere.
Yeah. Is that helping the drug population? Is that helping it? Or is that feeding it? Or are you helping it increase?
Yeah, because these so-called patients, these methadone patients, they'll shoot the shit up, and they tell you like straight up it doesn't get them high, but it takes away that urge, and they'll shoot it up so much to the point that they'll go back after using up all their stuff to try to get more, and they'll tell them, no, you're cut off now because you used all your shit the way you weren't supposed to. And all that does, because look at, they're taking the syringes and filling it up and shooting it up. That's just keeping their mind on having to shoot some shit up instead of actually getting them out. And really, a lot of them are just so far gone, you can't help them. They'll get withdrawals, if they ain't got it, they'll kill themselves, or their body will just die, man.
Yeah.
You know? Instead of helping them when they could have.
Yeah.
You know? And there's all kinds of things you can do, like herbs. There's all kinds of herbs, like such as cannabis. That's an herb that you can use to suppress other appetites. But they don't do that. And then if they do say, okay, well, you could use it for that, they'll charge you, or you got to get it on your own. They're not going to fund it.
Yeah, yeah.
But they'll fund other fucking things, man. They'll fund medicinal meth that they got. They actually have medicinal methamphetamines. Okay, like Adderall, those little fucking ADH pills.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of them shits got meth in them, man.
Well, that is meth. It's synthetic meth. You know, that's all it is. Oh yeah, yeah. I know this. Go ahead.
It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Yeah, an unwise king destroys his people. Esau is an unwise king, man, right? Because he thinks he can fight against the Lord, man. Really, that's what he's doing, because he knows the scriptures. I mean, anybody could pick up the Bible and read it and be like, well, the Bible says this is wrong, and the Bible says this is wrong, but this is okay. Anybody could say like, well, but the thing is, it's not given to everybody to receive, to believe it.
The counterattack is outdated.
Yeah.
That was biblical time. This is the future.
What about
That's why I have the New Testament.
what about the scripture where it says, and whosoever believeth on him, he shall he forgive his sins or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, there's all kinds of scriptures that say stuff like that, but really that only applies to the elect of the 1/3. Okay, because they're going to come up out of their wicked ways.
Well, yeah, because you have to believe in the Bible. Well, these Christians, they don't believe in the Bible. They'll tell you that themselves. Like when you really go into the Bible with them, when they're getting confounded, they'll start discrediting the Bible.
Yeah, they're accused outwardly, but inwardly they're full of bad men.
They'll like, I believe in the God. Well, you know the Bible says this, and this, right? And I'm like, no, that's not what it says. And you show them that's what it says, and they say, well, that's the Old Testament.
You're taking it out of context.
Taking it out of context. Like,
Cherry
no,
picking.
I'll read it from the top. I'll read the whole chapter to you, and it'll explain it. You know, we don't cherry pick. We just get to the point.
You're supposed to precept upon precept.
Yeah.
people don't have they don't even know how to read the Bible for one thing. They read it like it's a regular book.
Because when we bring out precepts, we bring it out in context. The Bible is repetitive. It says the same things over and over and over again. So for you to say that we're cherry picking when we're going from Matthew to Romans to Isaiah to Jeremiah, that's not cherry picking. That's going through the whole bar. You're picking out, look, it says the same thing in every book, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Jake is hard-headed.
It says the same thing in every book. Stop doing wickedness. It's for the Israelites. The other nations are your enemies. That's what it says throughout the whole book. I put you in slavery because y'all were being assholes. That's what it says throughout the whole book, man.
It also proves it's not a part of the interpretation.
It's not. The Bible is the truth. Alright? This is the truth. Not the doctrine the Great Millstone pushes isn't the truth because it's Great Millstone pushing it. It's the truth because they're actually telling you what the Bible really says. It's going throughout the whole Bible. Hey, what's that? Get Hebrews 7 and 10. Hebrews 7 and 10 or 10 and 7, one of those. Alright? Yeah, it comes in the volume of the book.
Or you get Psalms 40 and 7.
I'll get Psalm 40 and 7. Psalm 40 and 7. So the Lord comes, it comes in the volume of the book, the whole thing. And so you have to receive this whole, you have to understand the Bible. You have to understand the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Right? Get Ecclesiastes 12. Fine, go ahead.
This Psalm 40 and 7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me. I delight to do thy will, O my power. Yeah, thy law is within my heart.
Yeah, thy law is within my heart. Right? And that's what you gotta live according to the Bible, man. Alright? The volume of the book.